Major breaking news now. Detectives from the Los Angeles Police Department Robbery Homicide Division have arrested singer David Burke for the murder of Celeste Rivas. Burke is being held without bail. The case will be presented to the DA's office on Monday for filing consideration. You may remember, and we've been reporting, Rivas's body was found in the trunk of David's car in September of last year. She was only 14 years old. Again, this breaking news just into our newsroom. We're working to get more information, and we'll continue to follow this story.
We do want to go ahead and bring in now ABC's Alex Stone on the phone.
Miss Hernandez, age 14, found September 8th, 2025, in the back of this monster's vehicle. This is crazy. Unbelievable. What a monster. God bless her family and friends. And if he's guilty, life in prison without parole. Damn.
Major breaking news now. Detectives from the Los Angeles Police Department Robbery Homicide Division have arrested singer David Burke for the murder of Celeste Rivas. Burke is being held without bail. The case will be presented to the DA's office on Monday for filing consideration. You may remember, and we've been reporting, Rivas's body was found in the trunk of David's car in September of last year. She was only 14 years old. Again, this breaking news just into our newsroom. We're working to get more information, and we'll continue to follow this story.
We do want to go ahead and bring in now ABC's Alex Stone on the phone to speak more about this case. Alex, you've been following this from the very beginning. What can you tell us as far as this breaking information goes this afternoon?
Well, Mark and Michelle, sources are telling us that this is based off of evidence that the LAPD was able to gather and put together and now is going to be presenting to the LA County DA for a filing decision on Monday. This was not from any kind of indictment. We know that the case had gone to a grand jury. It was expected that there might be an indictment coming sometime soon. We were thinking in the last couple of months or in the next few weeks. This was not from that. We are told that this is evidence that they have been compiling going back to when her body was found last September, that now they have reached a point where they believe they have probable cause, and it's gone to the DA.
All right. And so a lot of people wondering, so many things seem to point to him. Why did it take them this long to make the arrest? We know they're pretty methodical about how they do things, but.
Yeah, it's a good question. One of the things that they were waiting on, Mark, was the cause of death. And there was difficulty reaching that cause of death, not to get too graphic, but her body was in multiple parts. It was in, we know from court documents, 2 different body bags in the front trunk of that Tesla when her body was found. So it was difficult for the medical examiner to determine the cause of death. So they had to prove or be able to show to the DA that she was murdered, that it wasn't something else where, let's say that she overdosed and then somebody freaked out and put her body in that trunk. They have to be able to prove that it was murder. They now believe that they can do that.
All right.
Yeah, we also know, David, as many entertainers do, had an entourage of people around him at times. I know some other individuals have been considered as drivers of this vehicle or either around. Any information on possibly how this could impact other people that David was around that also may have been around Celeste Rivas?
Michelle, we don't know yet, and if there are any other arrests that are going to be coming in this case. We know that there were a number of witnesses who came and testified in front of the grand jury, again, that this was not an indictment, that this is probable cause that the LAPD put together and moved forward on. But during the grand jury proceedings, which are secret as they're ongoing, that there were a number of other people who came forward, those who are close to David, friends of David, family members of his were subpoenaed to go in front of the grand jury. So if there are other arrests that could be coming, we don't know. But as of right now, he is the only one that we know of under arrest.
All right. Singer David under arrest. Alex Stone, ABC News. Thank you. We have more.
Multiple breaking news stories as we start Eyewitness News at 6 o'clock. First, the singer known as David has been arrested for the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The body of the Lake Elsinore teen was found in a Tesla registered to the singer last year. Hello, I'm David Ona. Let's get straight to Abigail Velez with the breaking details in this story. Abigail?
Yeah, David, this is a huge break in a case that has been developing for years. Tonight, LAPD confirming they have arrested 21-year-old David Anthony Burke, a Los Angeles-based singer known as David, in connection to the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Investigators say Celeste's body was found September of last year after a Tesla belonging to David was towed to a Hollywood yard where workers reported a strong odor. Her remains were discovered in the front truck, dismembered and decomposing. And the case quickly turned into a homicide investigation. Court documents out of Texas earlier this year identified Burke as the target of that investigation. The documents also say Celeste's body parts were found in 2 separate bags in the front storage compartment of that Tesla. Tonight, police say David has now been arrested for murder and is being held without bail. This case will now be presented to the district attorney's office on Monday, where prosecutors will decide whether to file formal charges. We'll continue to track any new developments as they come in. Reporting live in studio, Abigail Velez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
A crucial reminder here, help is available if you or anyone you know is a victim of domestic violence. You can call the phone number there on your screen or simply text the word START to 88788.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.